What is good, YouTube? What is good, YouTube? It is your girl, Fantasy Football Girls Advice, coming at you with Week 6 injuries and maybe a little bit of player props from underdogs. We'll see how long I am into this video because I need to do my start sit video, but I don't know if I want to add it in. Anyways, I don't know if I want to add it into this or not, but we'll see. But appreciate y'all coming this morning. Appreciate y'all supporting your girl. And let's get into it. These injuries. Well, let's spice it up a little bit and put a player prop out here. Which of these player props would you take? Barkley on underdogs. 85.5 rushing yards versus the Browns. That's one. Tank Dell, 56.5 receiving yards versus the Patriots. And Jahmyr Gibbs, 57.5 rushing yards versus the Cowboys. Now remember, Micah Parsons is out. Cowboys don't have a good defensive line. They got a lot of injuries. Tank Dell, since Nico Collins is out, and I think Stephon Diggs will get a lot more attention than Tank Dell or Barkley. They're coming off of a bye. He's got to be healthy. Lane Johnson is back, and the Browns' defensive line is good. So I'll let you know at the end of this video which one of these player props I would take. But let's go on into the injuries. Micah Parsons is out. Josh Allen had a concussion, man. I don't know if he passed or not. So again, please check the injury report before you even start your lineup. But don't forget, my Bears play this morning. Nico Collins, he is out. Michael Pittman is out. Josh Downs is out with a turf toe. Jacoby Meyer, ankle injury, he's out. Xavier Legette should be playing. Darnell Mooney, knee injury, he's in. Malik Neighbors is still out with a concussion. Chris Olave, hamstring injury, so he is a game time decision. And I wouldn't even start him because Spencer Rattler is the Saints quarterback versus Todd Bowles' Tampa Bay defense in all those blitzes. So, A.J. Brown is in, but remember, he did have a high ankle sprain, so he might be a little bit rusty. Devontae Smith is in. Uh, I wouldn't even play him, but David Njoku is out. He has a high ankle sprain and a knee injury. So, make sure you take note of that. The tight end pool is limited. Taysom Hill, rib. He shouldn't return this week. He is out. Luke Musgrave will be going on IR. Zach Moss is in. Anthony Richardson is in, but as a Colts fan, I don't know, man. Maybe I don't even know for future uh seasons if this is the guy, but I remember an analysis or another person on a podcast saying his development was cut short because of his injuries. So I told you guys in the beginning not to get AR anyways. Brian Robinson, game time decision, knee sprain, banged up. He is touchdown dependent, so I put him as a flex. Tucker Kraft is in. Christian Watson, game time decision, ankle injury. Not really. Joe Mixon, even if he does play, which I don't think he does. Oh, hold on. He practiced on Thursday, and even if he did play, would you really want to start him? I mean, hold on. Hold on. Uh, Houston does play the Patriots. Okay. I understand the Patriots suck, but this guy's been off for a couple weeks, so I'm just saying. Raheem Mostert, foot injury, helmet to the calf, so he's a game time decision. Rachaad White, which I want to say now, I'm sorry. I told you guys to go get him, but he hasn't been panning out. Just like Zamir White. He is out with a foot sprain. Derek Carr is out with a stomach bruise. Jonathan Taylor is out. Justin Herbert, high ankle sprain, limited in practice. Do you really want to start him? I mean, you got to start him if you have to, because who is on bye? What teams are on bye? I know it's the Chiefs, Rams, Dolphins, and Vikings. So these positions are limited between all these injuries and now bye weeks. Gus Edwards is out. Jaylen Warren is in. Let me see who the Steelers play. Because remember, he's been off quite some time too, and he plays the Raiders, so you can start him. Like I said, Brian Robinson is game time still. Khalil Shakur is game time decision, and the bug almost went in my ear. James Cook is a game time decision, and Aaron Rodgers is in. We're going to see how the Jets do this week with them firing their coach. Anyways, we're at 6 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and start the start-sit video. Part 2. I got my Bears winning. Travis Etienne, I mean, you can start. He's a high risk, I'll just say that. Don't forget about Jags, Brent Strange. Will Evan Ingram be back? But even if he is, would you want to play him? Because again, he's been out. I picked up Tank Bigsby. Bears allow the third most rushing touchdowns to running backs. Jags allow the ninth fewest rushing yards to running backs. I mean, he is a risk, DeAndre Swift, but he's just touchdown dependent to get going. Uh, DJ Moore is a start. Cole Kmet is a mid-risk stream. And then the Jags really don't have a tight end except for Strong, or I don't think Evans will be ready. Christian Kirk is a flex. Caleb Williams is a low risk. Trevor Lawrence is a flex. Romeo Doubs is a flex. Brian Robinson is a mid-risk just because of the, Bears defense. But it's overseas, even though the Bears are the home team, like other people have been saying, the Jags have been there so much that they should be the home team. Let's see. I said Jonathan Taylor was out. Colts versus Titans. Of course, I got the Colts. Tony Pollard. I mean, you could start him because my Colts suck on run defense, but that is nothing new, people. Spears is a mid-rex flex in PPR. Will Levis. I don't know. I don't even know who the Colts quarterback is, so I want to start anybody on the Colts offense. Titans allow the fewest fancy points to wide receivers and no touchdown. Well, Pittman and Downs aren't playing anyways. D Hop, you can start him, but remember he's coming off an injury. Like I said, Josh Down has turf toe. Then I got the Niners, Seattle. Niners won that game. Go ahead and mark that. I did. I got the Browns versus Eagles. I got the Eagles. AJ Brown is going to be a rusty start, but he's AJ Brown, so you're going to start him anyways. Jerry Jeudy. Why do I got you up there with the? Oh yeah. He plays for the Browns. Is a high risk. Jerome Ford, fill in only flex, low end flex, so flex option only. Barkley's a start. Browns give up the most rushing touchdowns to running backs. Jalen Hurts, man, you've been pissing me off. Anyways, you're gonna start him because you got Mahomes out, you got Darnold out, you got Matt Stafford out. You know, we got a lot of quarterbacks out, so you're gonna start him anyways. The Bucks versus the Saints. I got the Bucks right now. I like what Baker Mayfield is doing, and I got Bucky Irvin. You know, the Saints defense is rough. They're rough. They're tough, man. So Bucky Irvin, he's still gonna start him. He's goal line very dependent. Rashid Wright, I said, was out. Alvin Kamara start. Cade Otton is a mid-risk streamer. Start Michael Evans, but I have him as a mid-risk only because of the defense. Christian Godwin is a start. I'm going to sit Rashid Shaheed and Olave because I don't know, Ratliff, man. If you look anything like you did in QB1 on Netflix, it's a no for me. We got the Cards versus Packers. Of course, I'm going to take the Cardinals. James Conner is a start. Trey McBride is a start. Packers allow the 8th most fantasy points to tight ends. Excuse me. Jalen Reed is a start. Will this be a back and forth type of game? Tucker Kraft is a start. Marvin Harris, man, if you and Murray don't connect pretty soon, I'm thinking maybe next year, but ooh, you have these great games and then you like bottom out or something. Packers secondary sucks. Packers defense allows the 6th most passing yards to quarterbacks. Packers defense really isn't good versus wide receivers. Wicks is a flex. Excuse me. Start Jordan Love. Allergies, man. Commanders versus Ravens. I'm all in on the Commanders, man. All in. Hook, line, and sinker. And watch, this is a game that they're going to lose big time. Anyways, Derrick Henry's a start. Justin Hill is a sit for me right now. Austin Eckler, even though Brian Robinson, if Brian Robinson doesn't start Austin Eckler. Uh, the Commanders allow the most receiving touchdowns, so they suck versus the wide receivers. Commanders allow the 6th most rushing yards to running backs. Ravens are bad versus the pass. Zach Ertz, streamers, but the Ravens do suck versus the tight ends. Likely and Andrews, I want to drop you guys. I want to kick drop you guys. Say Flowers is a start. Ravens allow the most passing yards. Jalen Daniels is a start. He has a 215.5 passing yards on underdog. Let me know in the comment section if you would take the over or the under on him. And I'm starting him. I got the Pats taking down the Texans because I can't go. Hell no. Like I said, Tank Dell is a pickup for me because Nico Collins is on IR. I mean, you can start Joe Mixon, and if you don't start him, Cam Akers that's out there. It's just you know, Damian Pierce is also healthy. Rasheed Stevenson is a mid-rest. I'd start him because you ain't got much for running backs no more. Dalton Schultz, depending on the game, if it gets too high. Pass allowed the 6th most receiving yards to tight ends, but again, if it's 30-7, they're not going to be passing a lot. Chargers versus Broncos. I got the Broncos. Patrick Surtain, man. He is amazing this year. Please like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on X aka Twitter, for more fantasy football advice at Girls Advice of Use of Fantasy Football. Uh, Javonte Williams is a high risk. Chargers allow the third fewest fantasy points to running backs. Hayden Hurst is a high risk. Bo Nix is a plug and play. And so is Justin Herbert. DK Dobbins is a flex mid risk because, Broncos defense is amazing. I don't know if that's a cat coming over here, but stay over there. Anyways, hit that like button and don't forget to hit the notification button. Also, Steelers over the Raiders. Can't say much about the Raiders right now. Good Lord. White sucks. Adam doesn't want to play. Najee Harris is a mid-rest because he has no ceiling. And Pat Fryerman, good gracious, man. Where are you at? Don't know about this, the Steelers quarterback issue either. So Brock Bowers is a start for me. Gardner Minshew has been benched, and Aiden O'Connell is a high risk. So you know he's going to dump it down to either or tight end. Atlanta versus the Panthers. I got Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, he's hurt right now. So he's a mid risk for me. Unless it's a blowout. Chuba Hubbard is the only, maybe Xavier Leggett, but Chuba Hubbard is the only one that I would really start. Linda had 10 days of rest. That Kirk Cousins is a start, but it all depends on how high the score gets. Lions versus the Cowgirls. I got Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery as a start, and don't forget the player prop for Jahmyr Gibbs is 57.5 yards. Rushing yards. And remember, Micah Parson is out. Like I said, Micah Parson is out, so, Jared Goff is a start. Jameson Williams is a mid-rest because that secondary of the Cowgirls is really good. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a start. Jalen Tolbert, let's talk about him. The only thing on the Lions defense that really isn't that good. I mean, I think they allow the fifth most fantasy points to wide receivers is the secondary. All because they got a couple rookies. That's it. But once those rookies get locked in, that secondary for the Lions is going to be amazing. But right now I got Jalen Tolbert as a mid risk. They're going to be covering CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson. So I'm just saying. And Dak Prescott is I won't put him as a high risk. Lions defensive line is amazing. And they're going to get to him. So we are at 19 minutes, so let's get it going. We got the Giants. I got the Giants over the Bengals. Devin Singletary was limited in practice on Wednesday. Tyrone Tracy Jr. is out there for flex. Zach Moss is injured, but he is in. Wandale Robinson is a mid-risk to low risk. Joe Burrow start. Giants running back. I got him. Bills versus Jets Monday Night Football. I got the Bills. James Cook does have an injury, and he is game time decision. He has to score though. How will the Bills get into the red zone is the question, because the Jets are going to stop you before you even get to the red zone. Garrett Wilson, Bills pass defense is good. Brees Hall, Bills allow the second most fantasy points to running back. So Brees Hall and Braylon Allen is a Brees Hall's a start. Braylon Allen is a flex. Bills are bad against the run, I guess. Dalton Kincaid start. I mean, if he's okay from this concussion, you're going to start Josh Allen. Aaron Rodgers is hurt, so he is a mid-risk because he does not look like the Aaron Rodgers that we used to know in ungodly Green Bay. But that is it. That is Monday Night Football. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section how you guys are doing on your fantasy football leagues. Peace.